Hi guys, this is Robert with Whispers in the Dark with KAM. I'm your host, and I just want to thank you guys for showing up and everybody here showing up behind the crew, or behind the scenes, I should say. Just want to touch bases real quick. We do have some great guests today, and we're going to be bringing them on shortly. But I just want to let you guys know that we do have an investigation coming up this week as the KAM Paranormal. We'll be going to the Jackson County 1859 jail. So be on the lookout with that. And guess what? We're going to be bringing out our guests right now. They're going to, I'm excited for this because of the simple fact, stories, stuff that I seen from them, stuff that I heard from other people. So I'm excited to bring in our guests, and here they come.
Hi.
Hi. We have, wow, I just had a moment of time there. We do have Night Shift Paranormal. I do apologize for that. Alison and Frank, welcome to Whispers in the Dark. And we just want to, again, I really do. I heard so many stories about what you guys do and what you guys are about. But you know what? For some of our guests out there, they might not know. So let me introduce you guys one more time. And Alison and Frankie, I'm sorry about that. Frankie, go ahead and let me know. Introduce yourself. Let me just start off that way. I apologize for that.
Okay. You want to go first, or you go first?
Go first.
Okay, so I'm Frankie. I'm a former corrections officer and intelligence analyst, working in the state of Arkansas until 2021. I've been into the paranormal since I was a child. My grandmother got me into it. I was a fan reading the old stories online, the websites such as Prairie Ghosts, written by Troy Taylor, or The Shadowlands, that was up by Tina Carlson and Dave Juliano. And I've just been going ever since then, private investigating, being a guest at events, to now form this company with Alison, and we are hosting our own events.
All right. Alison, you want to go next?
Yes. I'm Alison. I'm a computer information systems technician. I've been into the paranormal since I was a kid. I was always watching the YouTube videos and the unknown. And I was here and see things that other people didn't see, and I, would say something about it, but they were like, no, so, but.
So that, and now this is why you guys actually start doing this now, right?
Yes.
Going into the investigations and all that stuff. So you guys been doing this for a while. And all right, with that being said, where are you guys based out of?
So we're based out of central Arkansas, around the Little Rock, Pine Bluff area.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you guys been doing investigations? How long have you guys been a business? Let me ask that, because I know you guys put on the public and all that.
So we officially launched the company in late April of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us had worked for another company that closed, and we got together, got with Alison, and we formed this one because there was a lot of interest in events. We were passionate about it. The investigators we work with were passionate about it. So we just got together, launched Night Shift Paranormal, and decided to keep it going.
Okay. All right. With that being said, how can people out there in Facebook land, YouTube land, TikTok land, how can they get in touch with you guys if they want to either follow you guys and do all that, or go to one of your public events?
So they can go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com, clock in with us. They can find us on Instagram at Night Shift Paranormal Events. You can find us on TikTok at Clock In With Us. You could go to our website, nightshiftevents.net, and you can also email us at team@nightshiftevents.net.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I think underneath we should have a band coming up soon with all those, how people can get in touch with you guys and all that. So once a big event that you guys do put on, which is, I know our team went out there, which was the Missouri State Penitentiary. What do you, how many times a year do you guys put that on? Let me just start off with that one.
So currently we only put it on once. The thing about Missouri State Penitentiary, they have an extremely busy schedule.
Okay.
They do their own public tours, private tours, school tours. They have a lot of interest from television shows, content creators looking to book it for filming, private rentals, other company rentals. So they have a very limited schedule. So we currently do it once a year.
Once a year. Okay. Do you see yourself within the within the future doing multiple events there? Because I know since I didn't get to go to this last one, I would like to go to it, and I would like to go to a public event with you guys just because of all the feedback I was getting from our team and from other people that I know that went to it. They had a good time, and I would like to go out there myself and do it myself with you guys.
Sure. I mean, as their schedule allows and with their availability, we would definitely like to get there and do multiple because, even from the standpoint of my background, the historic aspect of the penitentiary is fascinating, and the paranormal stories, their staff is amazing. Everything that they get in from the tours and from events and privates, they put back into that place, such as the roof after the tornado tore it off in 2019. So they have a really deep love for that place. It's evident. We love that place. So, it's a place that we would like to get back to, as many times as we could.
Okay. All right. Now, with that being, now we're going back to the, your guys' paranormal side. Who is the most daring person to go into the scariest places at pitch black? Oh, I'll just go in there. Who out of you two? Who is that one? Or is there somebody else in your group? As we see the hand go up. So are you more? So you're not afraid to go into any place?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead, Frankie. I'm sorry about that.
No, I was going to say, for us or even our team, most of us will go into a place once. No matter how dark or what the reputation is or the claims, we'll go in there once. Now that may determine how quick we go back a second time.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And I see the question: how did we come up with the name Night Shift Paranormal? We were kicking around names. And it was the thought of, okay, we do this at night, primarily. So we're working a night shift. And then I had the skeleton with the coffee, because when we're working those nights, we're running off coffee and nicotine, if that's your preference. And it just really, in a way of looking at it, was we're working a night shift and we're doing paranormal. So it just kind of went together.
Okay. All right. And now, how long have you guys been together as a group as Paranormal Night Shift Paranormal?
So the group we have now, we've been together since April of 2023. Allison and I had been together as a group. We were called the Spooky Two since 2017. And then the other investigators that we have now, we had been a group, but we've only been a group under Night Shift since 2023.
Okay. Now, what locations have you guys did as a group?
We've done Glore Psychiatric Museum, Penhurst.
How was that?
It was a lot of fun. Everyone had a great time.
Okay, all right, that's good. And any other locations that you guys been to that are, I guess I should ask, memorable? You know, which was the most memorable one of them?
Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary is memorable. It's very interesting. It's different, not from any other location we've been to, but any other penitentiary we've been to. It's a very unique type of location with a very unique activity.
Okay.
As Allison said, Penhurst, Randolph County Infirmary. And to answer the question, do we do other public events? We did one at Randolph County Infirmary. We've got one coming up this weekend at the Holy Cross Abbey. We do monthly events at the Colorado Prison Museum. We do them at the House in Between. Toward the end of the year, we're doing the Hinsdale House, Sheboygan Asylum. So we do have stuff coming up, and we're adding more things all the time.
Okay. All right. Now, when you guys pick your locations, do you guys pick them, or do you guys, other people tell you about your places? Because I know, like Penhurst, okay, everybody, well, that's on my bucket list, just to let you know. But everybody goes to these locations. But have you been to a unique locations where no one has before, and you guys are the first group to get in there?
So Franklin Castle may qualify as that. It was a location we heard a lot about from people because for so long you couldn't get in there.
Okay.
Then in December 2022, they started opening up where you could rent a room and spend the night. They do some paranormal research from set times very, very occasionally. So as far as an event, we are the first ones that are going to be in there to do that.
Okay. So, and what makes it unique?
What's unique about the location specifically is it's one that's been the subject of a lot of stories, a lot of rumors. It's been featured heavily on television. And we're doing a specific type of event there. We're calling it From Dusk Till Dawn, where you're effectively 13 people locked into the location for 12 hours. And we're going to test the theory of what happens when you have that number of people together that period of time. What happens with the paranormal activity with that number of people there that period of time, and they know you can't readily leave.
Okay.
So we're doing a lot of unique type things with that one.
Okay. All right. That was like at my workplace, where I work at. You're in there, they don't let you out for 12 hours, and then when you're outside, you're like, oh. But other than that, now with your guys' group, okay. So you guys are the founders, or are you guys, members? I'm assuming you guys are the founders of your guys' group, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. And with that being said, what is your favorite equipment? And this is your out of both of you guys. I'm just not asking one person or just the group or anything like that. Your personal equipment, when you do go on these investigations, what do you guys like to use?
You want to go first?
My favorite piece of equipment is the music box.
Okay.
Probably the thing I like to use most is I like to use my body as a tool. I like to go into the locations, look at the changes in temperature, the changes in light, the things I can hear, the things I might be able to see, and then I can work on verifying what those are. I really like the experience of just me and the location interacting with whatever may be there.
Okay, so would you call yourself a sensitive on that point, or do you just go in there, you know, let me feel what the room has, let me feel what the light has?
Yeah, you could say I'm sensitive in that respect.
Okay, all right.
Some of the claims at Franklin Castle, there are claims of a little girl that you run into. There are claims of cold ice bursts that rush at you in the basement, mysterious knocks, footsteps. A lot of EVPs gotten there. And that's sort of the paranormal claims. The claims beyond that is that there were murders there. There were bones found in the wall. Bones were actually found in the wall. There's debate over whether they were actually planted. There's claims that there's a curse on the location, and so that's one of the things that makes it really unique. There's a lot of history, and there's a lot of claims, and the paranormal activity there may actually, it's a theory, may be the result of the spirits there may be trying to combat false claims. So that's going to be interesting to try to check out if that's a thing and how that might work.
Okay, so when you say that, I'm just saying because are you talking about come back to let you know what happened so everybody knows, or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, all right. So the theory is on that one is spirits are coming back to the castle to figure out, or to let people know what actually happened there.
Yes, that's the theory.
Okay, that is a theory. Okay, that is actually I would like to know, that why, this person got killed. Why, this because this person did. That would be great. Now, the castle. Is it open to the public? Are you guys doing any kind of other public events there, or what is on your guys' calendar?
So the castle is open to the public. You can schedule tours. You can book a room for the night. Some other events that we've got coming up on our calendar, we're doing a workshop there. We've got like 4 of those lined up. We've got a workshop coming up at the Crescent Hotel. The week after that, we've got one coming up at Trans-Allegheny Asylum. We're doing a youth event at Wyeth Tootle Mansion.
Wow.
We're going to do a youth, we're going to do a youth event around the Halloween season because we get a lot of feedback about how people have children, they're interested in the paranormal. A lot of locations are age restricted. So, if we could find somewhere we could put something together and, help get them started early, we were definitely willing to do that. And Wyeth Tootle Mansion seemed like a pretty good place to do it. We've got Glore Psychiatric Museum. It's coming up in October.
And we're also doing the mental health awareness event at Ashmore Estates.
We're doing that one. We're going to have Dustin Perry as a featured presenter. He's going to do a presentation on mental health. That's a fundraising event where all the proceeds go to Mental Health America.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So we've got quite a bit coming up.
Yeah. Okay. Can you expand on the workshops? How can people get involved with them?
So the workshops we're doing at Crescent Hotel, Franklin Castle, they are basic psychic development workshops that we created and designed, and we teach, and it's for a variety of people. It's for those who think they may have something going on in the psychic ability area, or people that are pretty sure they do, and they're looking for guidance, assistance, help on their path. Some people that have something going on and they don't know how to eliminate the possibilities of whether it's mental illness or whether it's a product of imagination. We discuss the importance of confirmation and ways to kind of rule out mental illness or imagination as for information maybe getting. And then you have your just generally curious types. So we host them. We've got a lot of them coming up, and you can go on our social media, go to our website and check them out. They've sold out pretty quickly. I think we've got one spot available for a date at Franklin Castle. Pretty much most of the other ones have sold out, but we are always looking to acquire additional dates, based on interest.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back to the Pinhurst. Okay.
Sure.
Since those are so well known, have you done them? I'm assuming you guys did them in the past, correct? You guys went there.
We've done Pinhurst in the past, yes.
Okay. What did you guys catch? What did you guys find? And explain, what it felt like being in there. Because, like I said before, that's going to be what I want to. That's my bucket list.
You want to explain? Okay. Okay. So, Pinhurst has a reputation. It's haunted, it's terrifying, it's America's most haunted asylum. What I think a lot of people don't expect that you feel when you go there is how sad that place feels. That is probably the saddest filling location I've ever been to.
Okay.
It puts off a really sad vibe. Now, there are moments of things that can be kind of scary. Shadows, you'll get disembodied screams that just sort of happen randomly. But you'll go, say, the third floor of the Mayflower building, and you had a lot of nonverbal disabled patients. And you're getting knocks, you're getting taps, you're getting what sounds like growls. And really what that may be is that's how your nonverbal spirits are trying to communicate with you, and considering their physical incapacity, that may be the best they can do. Pinhurst, it's a location we like a lot. And as far as what it was and as far as what you'll experience there, I think it's not what you'll expect. You'll get some good activity, but just the overall sense of sadness really is kind of the strongest thing you'll get there. Wow.
And see, now that makes me want to just go back. I just want to go there like now. That to me it's really exciting when you could feel the different feelings in any locations that you've been to, and you could feel that. That makes me want to be like, wow, I don't want to feel sad, but at the same time, okay, is it sad? Or is it, I just want to get that feeling and all that. Now, there at the Pinhurst, what you guys caught was it, can we find it on, Facebook? Can we find it on YouTube? Any of your investigations that you guys did? Well, let's use Pinhurst as an example. Can we find it on Facebook? Anything that you guys found?
Not specifically Pinhurst. What we run into, members of our team will get evidence. Guests will get it, and then it's the process of waiting to get it in, going through it and getting it up. So we don't currently have anything on Pinhurst, but we're always waiting to get things in and go through them and, get them up so they can be viewed and discussed.
Okay. All right. Any locations that you guys been to that we could actually, let's go see what you guys are about, what you guys are finding on your guys' website, or is it on Facebook, YouTube?
So on Facebook, we should have some stuff from the House in Between. We should have some stuff from Randolph County Infirmary. On Facebook, we should have some stuff from the House in Between. We should have some stuff from the House in Between. We should have some stuff from the House in Between. We should have some stuff from Randolph County Infirmary. We should have some stuff from Randolph County Infirmary. And we should have some stuff, I want to say, from maybe Glore.
Okay. All right. Now, memory, your best moment at Glore out of there when you guys went there.
What was your best moment at Glore?
You go first.
So my best moment at Glore.
Hey,
You put me on the spot.
I know, no, but that's okay because this is exactly we want to be. We just want to be real. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm not putting you on the spot, but what was yours?
What was yours?
Recordings after communicating
Okay.
with the spirits.
Okay.
And cat ball sessions.
Really? Okay, so with that being said, with the cat balls, I'm going to ask this question to you because you said cat balls. When you put your cat balls out, was it right away? Did it take a couple minutes?
It took a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And for you, Frankie?
My best moment at Glore was probably you go on the second floor and there was an area that had a mixture of World War II and Native American artifacts. And it just felt like a weird mix of energy in there, probably due to that mix of objects. And I can remember just sitting on the floor at the end of the hallway, and you just had this feeling, and you could even see cutting out the ambient light of just something moving your way. Never did make it to me, but you could see it blocking out the light as it came, and it was just so cool.
I do remember.
That's a place that we don't, I mean, out of all the locations we go to, all the locations you hear about, Glore Psychiatric Museum is one that we personally think doesn't get talked about enough. We love that place.
It's my favorite location.
Okay, and when are you guys planning to go there again?
We've got a date, October 12th.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sold out.
Oh, even for a special guest like me, just like, hey, I'm going to do a live, podcast. And, that's one of the other places that I want to go to, too. I'm just saying, just trying to get you guys to realize that, where you guys are at, a lot of people, like you said, in a couple places that they don't know about them. And this is that one is, I heard about it, and I want to go to that place. And, I put that on my bucket list. I can say I want to go to all these places, but you guys actually been there. Can we find that on Facebook or YouTube? Any kind of I don't know since it's a public event, they don't share that much, or they just don't say, oh yeah, I caught this, and they just show you and that's it?
So sometimes they share.
Okay.
And we'll ask them to share, but they're getting back from an event, they're going back to their life, whatever they're doing, and it may take a while, sometimes a long while to get it. Yeah. If we remember who they were, we reach out. But yeah, guests love capturing evidence. They love sharing. What did we think about it? Let us send it to you. We have a group, Night Shift After Hours, where we encourage them to share their evidence, and everyone can discuss it. So yeah, it's just sort of time on getting things, how and when.
Yeah, and being investigators, we know how sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Trying to go over all the evidence and all that. With all your guys' events going on, they sell out pretty fast. So you guys are well known. And you know what? Just to let everybody know out there, if you guys do see their guys' events coming up, you got to jump on them if you want to go out there. And just because you guys do sell out fast. What's the fastest you guys sold out on a location?
Glore sold out, I know, within 5 business days. I know it sold out. When we did the first Franklin Castle workshop, people were messaging for a second date. That second date sold out in 24 hours.
Wow.
And I would like to think it was all the workshop. But one of the Cleveland residents did let us know people want to get in that castle.
Okay.
Even the local people want to get in that castle. Missouri State Pen, we advertised it once. It was kind of slow. Then I redesigned the flyer for it, and it just exploded, and then sold out in maybe a week. So you can't ever really tell. I mean, you hope they do, but you can't ever. It's all a gamble.
Okay. All right. And then, so how far in advance do you guys put out notifications for your guys' events?
Usually we aim for minimum of 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
Like for instance, the Hinsdale house.
Mm-hmm.
We took a date, and that was the only date available. It's in December, and we put that out in May. West Virginia State Penitentiary, we took the date they had available. It's in November, and as soon as we got it, June, we put it out.
Wow.
And and that gives it plenty of time to marinate.
Mm.
But we do understand, people come into events, they have lives, they have children, they have jobs, depending on where they are and where they can travel, where the event is. Not only there's a lot of arrangements on our end, anyone interested in coming, there's arrangements that may have to be made on their end.
Mm.
So we want to make sure that we get them the best notice, hey, we're having this event. It's the best notice we can give you, so if you're interested in coming and you've got, things you need to situate or rearrange, you've got as much time as we could give you to do it.
Okay. Well, that's a good way of thinking of it. Now, your next event, I know before the show we were doing a little, talking and all that stuff, but you told me that you guys are going to Colorado this weekend for an event.
Mm-hmm. We're going to the Holy Cross Abbey. It's a monastery in Canyon City, Colorado. It's over 100 years old. It closed in 2006. They do occasional things. It's mostly abandoned. So we're going to go there. We're going to do a workshop, and we're going to do a nighttime investigation on Saturday.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Now when you guys go to your investigations and they're out of state, since you guys are in Arkansas, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you guys drive? Do you guys fly?
Well, it really depends. Because we have investigators in Colorado, we have them in Missouri, Ohio. We have investigators on our team around the country.
Okay.
So depending on the event and the specifics of it, they could just handle it. And that would be the same for this event at the Abbey, because we do have a team of investigators that have been there that could run the event. Having the workshop is unique there, which is why we'll be going. Now, Pennhurst I drove, and I've driven to Pennhurst before. Allison, due to some things going on with her work schedule, she flew and she drove back with me.
Lucky. First class? Did he put you in first class?
Nope.
Yeah, business. Okay, so what are the claims? Some of the claims at the Abbey.
So some of the claims at the Abbey are on the fourth floor. There's a claim of a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Some have seen her, claim to have seen her. Some have gotten EVPs of her saying cookies. There have been claims of audible voices, footsteps, shadows. There's been claims of people seeing the apparition of a nun in the hallway. We've never been to the Abbey, but we have seen the nun and Nun 2. So I don't know how either of us would feel if we did encounter the apparition of a nun in a hallway.
Wow.
And you get a lot of those claims, a lot of voices and footsteps and movement. You get claims of being watched in the basement, and you get claims of unexplained sounds. So it's going to be exciting to really for us to go there and kind of check out, what may be going on.
Okay. Well, now, since you guys are going to do your night investigation there on your own, make sure you guys, share it with everyone. I would like to know, because that's, again, you guys are lucky you guys get to go there. That's another one on my bucket list that I would like to go. There's a lot out there that, being here in the Midwest, you have, if it's a 4-hour drive, that's fine. If it's an 8-hour drive, okay, that's doable. 6 hours doable. You know what I mean? And there's so much history here in the Midwest, and that's why I'm glad. Like, this weekend we get to go to the Jackson County Museum or Jail Museum, and the claims that are there that is whatever we find, we go ahead and we do put share it and all that stuff. So if you don't mind, I would like to see what you guys find and all that stuff. Now, let me see since I was talking about my bucket list, what is your bucket list? Where would you guys like to go?
Certainly Trans-Allegheny for me.
Lollery Mansion for me.
Okay. All right. And do you guys know what the claims are there? Since, I know people have been there. What interests you guys in going to those places?
The history, mainly.
Okay. Now I'm sorry. I was going to say on your team, do you guys have an historian or a person that finds out the history, or do you guys go off of stories?
So we do take account of the stories, okay. And but we also collectively, we have an eclectic group. You've got me, who did a lot of research for intel work. We have a librarian, we have a teacher. So we do collectively like to do a lot of research work beyond the stories, documents we can get, what can we verify, and we take all of it. Okay. And then you can use the documented stories of what you can find, the actual records to go against the stories. And, we also work with, depending on the location, records related to certain things may no longer exist. But we definitely, as a group, we do collectively like to do the research and get the actual factual information that we can.
Okay. And what is your bucket list? Frankie, did you already say what you wanted? I don't remember.
I've said Lollery Mansion.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry about that. I got with my age, sometimes I forget sometimes. So just letting you guys know. All right. And what is it? Do you know the history on that one? Or claims?
So Lollery Mansion sits on the corner of Royal Street in New Orleans. It's the claim of a lady who was especially cruel to slaves she had kept them in the attic, did horrible experiments to them, had her cook chained to the oven. The cook started a fire in an attempt to expose what the lady was doing. Cops got there. She disappeared. And claims are that there have been some very interesting hauntings in there. Footsteps, growls, noises, smells. But the thing with Lowry Mansion is, with the exception of Jack Osborne and Katrina doing the short investigation they did for Portals to Hell, it hasn't been publicly available since 1942. No tours, no overnights, no events. So it would be extremely interesting to get in there to see, just what's going on.
Mm.
And I think the allure of it is not just such the gruesome history, but the fact that you can't get in.
Okay. All right. Well, our time is almost up, and I want to bring it back to your guys's investigation that you guys have, public event that you guys do put on at the state penitentiary in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is, before I go there, there is a question that I do have, which is there a way anyone could purchase one of your guys' shirts?
Yes, they can go to our website, nightshiftevents.net, and go to the shop, and all our t-shirts and everything they could ever want is there.
Okay. All right. Now, do you guys have all the sizes? Because, all the sizes, I shouldn't say it that way, because...
We do go up to 5X.
Oh, okay. So what are you trying to say?
Well,
She's in charge of the merchandise. She wanted everything covered.
Okay. So with that being said, we're going to go back. We do have a teaser for you guys, and I want to bring it out. Devin, can you pop on here real quick if you have a chance?
Hey,
there you are.
you hear me okay, guys? Hello.
This is Devin. He helps me. He works the backstage for me and all that stuff, which I'm very grateful for. But we do have a teaser for them, right?
Exactly. Yeah, let me cue it up right now. You should be seeing this on your page once it pulls up. Just give me 1 second.
2, 1.
Did you ever attempt to escape? If so, how?
I have a button on the floor that's round and will light up. Can you find it?
Why do you stay here? Are you trapped?
Okay, we're clear.
Did you ever attempt to escape? If so, how? I have a button on the floor that's round and will light up. Can you find it? Why do you stay here? Are you trapped?
Anyone?
All
All
right.
right. So no context on that. I realize. Sorry about that. So this is from the dungeon cells down below, and I believe cell block A. Is that right, Frankie and Allison?
Housing Unit 4. They also call it A Hall.
Okay, A Hall, that's right. So yeah, down in the basement, there was a Panasonic DR60, I believe, that your team has. So they were, recording this, and then we'd go back and play it and get those awesome EVPs on it. So you'll see the full clip at 8:30 tonight when it premieres on our YouTube page. But we just wanted to get your impressions of that. Did you hear anything? Did anything stick out to you there when you were listening on that?
There was certainly some stuff said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed when I seen that.
Definitely seemed like they were responding to each question with yeses and nos and expounding on it. The dungeon's an interesting place, and it's always, from our standpoint, it's always cool to see what Lori does down there with the EVPs in the dungeon, and with you guys down there. It always seems to be something really interesting to see.
Yeah, and when you watch the full clip, anybody that's watching this, when that premieres, we've added in some I guess subtitles of what we think it's saying or what others in the group thought it was saying. So it plays, and then it'll come back and play with that, and then it's like, wow, I really hear it. So watch that, give us your thoughts once that comes out. But I just wanted to say I thoroughly enjoyed the Missouri State Pen investigation. You guys put on a great event, well organized. We've been doing the private, team events for a while now, so we're always wary to get back into a public event, but I can say I have no apprehension suggesting you guys to anyone that's interested in a public event, because it doesn't feel like your typical public event. So we really enjoyed it.
And see, and that's why I always say, that's why I was saying, yeah, I need to go, because with that feedback right there, you heard from Devin, that's one of the reasons why I'm going to go to one of your guys' public events. So
we appreciate that feedback, whether it's good, whether it's bad. We always like to hear it because we don't look at it as just us. We look at it as us, the people that attend our events, all working together to drive things forward. And it's always great to have Cam at the events. At Missouri, it's great to have you. The first time we had you at the Clayton House, that was a good one. So any events that you guys come to, we're always happy to see you. I mean, You're a great team, and you're always fun to interact with, and it's always cool to watch you work.
Well, we appreciate that. We took a lot of notes while we were there because we're going to be doing our first public event ourselves. So it's like, wow, we need to get back into practice. So yeah.
You're doing Haunt the Hangar at the Arkansas Air Military Museum. Just what are some of the claims of what's supposed to be going on there?
Wow, that is a great question, because we have a lot of activities going on. We caught REM pods going off. People literally crawling, SLS, people crawling on people on their legs in helicopters. Ray's room, REM pods going off on demand, different colors coming out on demand, turn on red, the red will go live, red light will go off. So there is a lot of activity there.
And some of the claims, there's a claim that a little girl and her family actually died close or on the airport in a plane accident, and that the girl is haunting one of the rooms. Robert mentioned a gentleman named Ray. There's some history on him, on a Ray that used to work at the airport back when it was an old commercial airliner that he used to fly out of there, and he was a military personnel as well, and that he has chosen to stick around. And his area, it's called Ray's Room, is very, very active there. Caught a few different things there. There's also a shadow man that has been spotted in the front office area that used to walk around. Not so active anymore, according to the director, but that is a claim. There's another claim back in the back hangar that there is a spirit that liked to wave there's like these little flags they're little US flags set on a case. And back in the day, there was no AC in this this back hangar or back office area, and the flags would wave on their own. So that's a claim. I'm trying to think. Adam's area. Adam was a mechanic, or they've dubbed him Adam. It was back in the mechanic area where they work on the helicopters and the old military machinery to actually get it running. There's claims of sounds of tools being thrown around and just loud sounds back there that the public has actually heard. So the public came in to go to the Air Museum, and they were like, hey. They were telling Lacey, who's the director, hey, you need to do something about your staff. They're just throwing things and being really noisy and disrespectful back there. She's like, there's nobody back there. I'm the only one here. So, yeah, it's got some very interesting claims.
Yeah, you should come out and join us. You should come out for October 26th, which tickets went on sale August 1st. And I don't know how many's left. Devin, do you know how many's left, or do you know if it's sold out yet?
I don't know if it's sold out yet. There are a few left. I would say that if you're interested in going, look at the tickets. They're very reasonably priced. 100% of the proceeds go back to the museum. So it's a volunteer event for us. I'm just trying to help raise money for the museum. But I believe 20 tickets total are all that she's releasing for this event.
Well, we'll look at our schedule, see how it is compared, see how we're looking for October 26th. And if we can get up there, I mean, we would absolutely love to come up there, hang out with you guys, show you the support as you've shown us. Yeah, if we can get up there, we would definitely love to do that.
Awesome. We'd love to have you. Yeah.
Yes, we would. And, with that being said, I know it's starting to wind down. The show's almost over, which I like doing this and all that. I'm going to double check to see if we have any more questions in our comments, or if you would like, now is the time to do it, because I know I've been asking questions and all that. But I would like to hear from you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to jump on now. It's open questions for either me or Night Shift Paranormal.
And I'm actually going to go back behind stage. So it was great talking with you, Frankie. Great seeing you again. And we will talk to you.
We'll talk to you in a little while. Thank you, Devin. So I'm really happy that you guys did come in here. I had fun. You guys have been to a lot of places, and I like the fact that you guys could sit there and just say, hey, we're going to put on a public event, because I know a lot of work goes into that. And, and to make sure that people are entertained and all that. So with that, I just want to, again, thank you guys for being on the show. Do you have any questions for me? Do you have any comments, anything like that? And just want to let you know, I'm very proud to say that this was your guys' first podcast. Come on, and you know what, you guys hit it out of the park. You guys did a home run, and I really do appreciate what you guys did. And I'm now gonna go out and if you guys like what you guys heard, please follow them, follow us. Like us, share us, and all that. That helps out everything that we do, and they do. Not the do, but what they do and we do. So what I just wanted to let you guys and just keep on saying, if you like it, thumbs up us and share it, and that helps us out, get more people to be able to follow us, and it helps us out. We're not getting this, we're doing this because we like to do this. And this is fun. And this is a great time for both your company, for us going out there as investigators and doing what we like to do. And if we've been around doing it for so long, we should be able to share stuff too. So do you have any questions for me or anything?
Well, we want to say thank you for inviting us on.
Okay.
We appreciate you having us. We're fans of KAM Paranormal. We love what you guys do. So yeah, go like, share, follow KAM Paranormal, because they're a really good team and they're really good people, and they do quality investigating and they care about what they're doing and the locations they're doing it at. So, go show them the love and support that you can.
Yeah. And we do appreciate that. And I do appreciate that. And that goes back to you guys, because you guys are doing a great job, and, keep those public events going up. And, I want to thank everybody that tuned in. And if you do have any questions, feel free to keep on commenting. We'll try to get back to you at the end of the show if it, runs over and all that stuff. But again, we do have another teaser. We did a little teaser going on, but we do have it premiering at 8:30 tonight on Facebook. And I believe YouTube, it's going on both channels. But if not, it will be on there soon, and TikTok and all that. So like us, follow us, and subscribe to both of our teams. And just to give you guys a heads up, they're going to be in Colorado this weekend at the Abbey. And we are going to be, KAM is going to be in Independence, Missouri, at the Jackson County, 1859 Jackson County Jail. And we do have another location that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing 2 for the price of 1. So we'll be at 2 different locations. One of them is just a really small, but it has a tunnel there's 2 tunnels. One of the tunnels goes from their location to the courthouse. And they used to get people to come back and forth when they had to take prisoners out. So a lot of history here in the Midwest. So what I want to do is say thank you. And until next time, KAM Fam, we'll see you guys later. Thank you. Have a good night.